Okay, this is going to be a storyline read, and it's going to be focused totally on, my focus is Mr. and Mrs. Montgomery, the murdered couple, and whatever's going to come in. Any fusses with their children or whatever, or enemies or whatever's going to come in. But my focus is those two, because they are the victims, to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so universe, give me a storyline reading. Number 9, jumping out. Number 9. It's jumping out hard. We got a money deal. Let's just flow for a minute. I don't know, it's jumping out. Do I take that, Lord? It was jumping out maybe because it's sitting there. Let me just let God focus on God. It just kind of just jumped out at me. Maybe because it's sitting there, though. So let me just see. I want to do a storyline reading on Mr. and Mrs. Did I say Montgomery? I hope I did not say that. Please forgive me if I said that. Because I don't know why I'm hearing that unless it's somebody named Montgomery some kind of way that's anywhere connected to this case. Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong is the name. Okay, so universe, give me a storyline reading as far as this couple. Any enemies they had, or anybody who wish them harm, or anything like that. Give me a storyline for them, universe. Because whoever murdered this couple has to pay, has to be punished. You want spiritual justice for this couple. You want the law to arrest someone for this couple. Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong, tell your story. Put your cards on the table. Tell your story. But all you can tell. Universe. So I know I had to take these. My tears squeak a little bit, so bear with it. If you can. If you can't, even my cards make noise. If you can bear with it, take it. If you can't, I understand. Somebody felt like something was justified at that time. Because lately, somebody felt like something was justified. Get what I'm saying? Okay? Because somebody was cold-blooded. You was dealing with somebody who was cold-blooded. Whoever it was. Who was a center of attention kind of person. But somebody was going to go in their stash jar and get some kind of money to be able to buy them some kind of drink to celebrate because some special occasion happened. Right? Okay, you was wondering if you could stop it, or somebody else was wondering if they could stop something, and blaming themselves wouldn't help. Because we got the house where this occurred, evidently. Okay. Somebody wanted no more ain't sold to somebody because somebody wanted to meet new people, positive people, because somebody wanted somebody to be there as you or mine. Follow me? But somebody wanted to be secure and just say it because somebody brushed somebody off. And they let it be their decision to brush somebody off. Somebody didn't want to be a hermit while somebody else shined because somebody had a sheltered mind and a false imprisoned mind. Because somebody had some kind of addiction, right? Who was feeling protected. Follow me? Let's flow. Okay, we got somebody who was going to get out of that rink-a-dink place and just be sailing on from their problems. So we have somebody decided, I'm not tolerating you no more. Somebody decided they didn't want to tolerate Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong any longer. Somebody who needed housing, whoever this is. Somebody wanted to be put on exhibit with their random rider, a special guy, because feelings was charred in a relationship some kind of way. Burnt up, right? Terrible between a relationship with whoever this killer is, I guess. Right? Because somebody wanted somebody to pick one woman, pick one man, pick one job, pick one or whatever. And somebody was going to have a look of confidence because someone wasn't going to lower their standards. right? Whoever it was, the shooter or one of the parents or both of the parents as far as something, and they was going to have a look of confidence maybe if they went somewhere as far as a job or whatever was going on with the parents. Or we got this murderer, somebody who he won't love you. So we got somebody who wanted love. Follow me? Okay, let's just flow. I don't know who this is. Let's just flow. Universe, give me a number for this one jumping out. Number 10. This is for the family. This is for okay, I gotta get some more. This is a healing of the soul. When you hurt someone to the core and murder someone, these cards, these are just love cards, right? And these are abuse cards. I'm getting ready to just grab a bunch. Universe, you know about it for Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong, who murdered them. Universe, bring the culprit to justice within this 30-day period. Lord, let it be known. Okay, I feel God saying stop right here, and here I'm stopping. Okay, let's drop them. Okay, drop them. God said drop it. Okay, let's just flow. These are abuse cards. Somebody wanted to put their fault because they was tangled up with somebody. Somebody thought something was laughable, but they need to do something in decency. Somebody wanted jointness with a trailblazer. See, we still saying about somebody. Oh, somebody had a blank look on their face. So what's next? Tearing somebody else down because somebody went full force to make something happen, grow their business, or maybe the parents was. Somebody was unhealthy right here, a male, where somebody need to just leave, right? Somebody was rallying, fussing, or anything like that. Somebody was not going to be disrespected because they was in the wonderland of the lost souls, around people with negative ways of thinking. Okay? Hanging around or whatever, because it was. Somebody was spending their time being abused. Somebody was groggy. Somebody need to plant their vision. So we have right here, so be it. We got a counselor, advisor, or somebody like that. Okay? Somebody need to seek what they was looking for, because freedom was calling for this person, but will this person answer? Because somebody needed a Jesus miracle, and I feel who need a Jesus miracle would be AJ and the parents. This is a storyline as far as the parents though. But AJ need a Jesus miracle. If he didn't murder his parents, he need a Jesus miracle. Walking on water miracle. And have all the faith that he can muster up if he didn't kill his parents. If not, his parents needed a miracle. Okay, let's just flow. There's a lot of them to throw together. Let's see, Lord. That's a lot. So he's saying he not guilty, right here with this card, right? Let's just cut these in half a little bit so I can be able to do at least 2 of them. Let me see if I can just do 2 of them. I do it like this. Take some of these so I can just look at. Okay. Okay, let's see, universe, you know all about it. Okay, this is going to be as far as the parents, anything as far as the parents' universe. And who is this? Any problem they had, somebody had with them, they had with somebody to cause somebody to want to hurt them, or they didn't even do anything wrong. Let's just put the universe, you know about it. Big noisy, like I said, turn it off until you see I got all the cards down if you want. But I got to do it the way God tell me, because I can't just do it my way. It's important to go just how God wanted to go, to bring out the story God wanted. See it just like this. Let's just flow. We got a female. All the things on the card are examples. So So this card say Ashley, but the person's name don't have to be Ashley. Get what I'm saying? It just means it's a female. Okay, whatever what I'm going to say. Let's just flow. Okay. Universe. Did Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong have any enemies? Did they do anything to anybody to make someone want to come and hurt them? Did they do anything? Did they do anything to anybody? Whoa. Okay, let's just see. The first card is seemingly special. So Mr. Armstrong and Mrs. Armstrong was seemingly special. They were special. But whoever this murderer is was dedicated to the wall. The wall is anything that controls them. It could be drugs. It could be a certain job. It could be a relationship. It could be a website. Whatever it is something that really they need to let go of, really. Okay, it says right here it was pension time. Pension time just usually mean money time. Any kind of money that might came in the mailbox. It could be an income tax time or whatever this is, check time or whatever this is. Okay, so we have it was torture for Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong because it was a masquerade, right? Because whoever this is, supposed to have been a masked person, right? Going off what AJ said, somebody had a mask on. But it was a masquerade maybe for them and torture for them because maybe they was waiting for some money. Something like that to come in their mailbox. Maybe they was dedicated to whatever, a wall, whatever it is. They was dedicated to a business or whatever. If not them, the murderer. Follow me? So maybe they had to cut the cords to something and be more godly. If not them, the murderer. Get what I'm saying? So we have right here that we dealing with, this is twin flame card right here. So we have twin flames. So there's a thin layer of hope for somebody in their twin flame. I don't know, did they have marriage problems? They say the person arrives, a thin layer. So I can take this as AJ. I can take this as AJ because he hooked to his parents and he is their seed. Follow me? Is a thing layer hope. Maybe it could have been where they was mad a little bit about something. But if not that, maybe something was going on with them as a couple, maybe. Maybe they need to cut the cord on something that wasn't godly and be more godly. Living a masquerade. So let's just flow. I'm just trying to read the cards. Okay, somebody saying I'm coming soon. Okay, somebody, is it some ex or somebody? Maybe some ex-partner of one of the spouse or of Mrs. Armstrong or Mr. Armstrong, somebody. Then lay a hope for that person. What the person might have said, I'm coming soon, like they coming to visit or whatever's going on. Okay, okay, we have right here, somebody need to ask some questions. Don't let him or her leave your heart burst. So this could be one of the parents, some old flame or a person that liked them maybe, might was going to come and arrive and flirt or whatever, anything like that. Let's just see what this is. But the parent got to cover that emotion, saying, so what? If the person liked them or old partner or whatever, get what I'm saying? Because maybe it was laughable because the parent had to do things in decency and not let somebody come and visit, anything like that. Okay, because this parent might have been tangled up with whoever this person is at one point or whatever, wondering if it was their fault that the person may be flirting in the first place or anything like that. Okay, it says right here that the depth of anything that does not serve this parent, the parent had to let go of. That means some other relationship, some ex or some person who had a crush. The parent had to let a death come toward an end. Get what the card's saying? A relationship of anything that does not serve the parent. Follow me? Right? And that means another woman or man don't serve the parent because they are a married couple. A relationship of anything that kills your hopes and your emotions, you must let go of. So we can take this to the killer. Anything that kills the killer's hopes and emotion, the killer was going to let go of. The death had to come to it. Get what it's saying? Okay. So we got a female. This don't have to be the name, but whatever her name is. Some kind of way she was whoever. Somebody was searching for her, the female. Or the female was searching for the parents. Follow me? This is not the name. It's just an example. So we have right here that the parents wanted to wrap it up every time. Right? And say that they would pray for whoever this female is maybe. Or the female wanted to wrap it up every time. Anything like that? This is a romantic card, really. But I can take it another way when you just want to wrap up like a business meeting or whatever, or wrap it up in love. Get what I'm saying? However it's flowing. Because we had somebody who was toying with the parents, or one of the parents was toying with and walked away. So we have right here that, so unless they was on a website or whatever this is, I don't know. But anyway, one of the parents or the murderer, because we got to go with whoever this person is that did this murdering, had to get back to what God intended this murderer to be in life, or one of the parents or both of the parents need to get back to what God created them to be and stop letting the world talk for them and start talking for themselves now. Or this murderer, whoever this person is, right? In temporary times, they needed to plant their fortune, the parents or the murderer. So we have right here, the parents might like to have fun and like to dress, or the murderer. Okay, so what is next trying to tear another person down? The parents against each other or against somebody else, having a blank look on their face, or this murderer, right? The parents was going to go full force and grow their business, a business they had some kind of way. Or this murder was going to go full force and make this happen as far as the parents. And that is murder the parents. And that would be, at that time, that person's business. Follow me? So we have right here that he is unhealthy. A man is unhealthy for one of the parents. Where one of the parents needed to just leave and get away from the man. Anything like that. Or not even be around whatever the man is. An ex or whoever God talking about. Or a business partner, or this would be the murderer. Need to just leave because the murderer is unhealthy. So we have right here, one of the parents was going to put somebody on exhibit, right? or the murderer was going to put somebody on exhibit. So it says right here, either one of the parents was rallying as far as something, fussing at each other, or somebody they know, work, or whatever this is, or relationships, or whatever, or period, in their house, or whatever this is, or it's the murderer fussing about whatever. Okay, the family, the parents was feeling their time being abused because they was murdered, or they was feeling their time abusing in some kind of way, verbally, financially, physically, mentally, or whatever. Home, work, or whatever this is, or this is the murderer. So we have right here that here's your flowers. So some kind of way, maybe one of the parents got flowers, or gave some flowers, was given some flowers, or whatever, or the murderer. Right? Might have gave some flowers, or wanted flowers, anything like that, or wanted some kind of gift. Okay, the parents existed for a bigger reason than what the murderer thought. And they needed to be, they was guided to their path. And right then their path was to go with God, to go in spirit, because they was murdered. So they went to God. And that was their path right then, to go with God. But whoever this murderer is, existed for a bigger reason than what this murderer even think. And this murderer need to get ready to be led to your path. And your path would be jail. Because you chose that path when you murdered the Armstrongs. Okay, you was dealing with, the parents was dealing with unloyal, untrustworthy somebody. They was dealing with somebody. Some kind of way they was trying to decide on change of address and something. If they was moving, if they was dealing with some kind of business deal, anything as far as addresses, not knowing this or that as far as addresses. Or we dealing with the murderer. Wasn't sure where the murderer was going to live, anything like that. Or going to go, or some, whatever this is, place. So we have right here that the Armstrongs was around people with sinful ways. Wonderland of the lost souls, where some kind of way they didn't want to indulge, or one of them didn't want to indulge in something with these people, sinful ways. Wanted them to do something that make them disrespect themselves. Okay, and then we turn it to the murderer. The murderer is around people like this, right? But the murderer did do whatever it was. Get what I'm saying? The murderer did it. This usually when you don't want to disrespect yourself, but the murderer did do whatever and was fine with it. Because the murderer is part of these people. Those type of people. So we got the next one is, I aim to please. Why do my sex life bother you? So with the family, with the parents, some kind of with their sex life or anything, somebody was concerned about somebody's sex life. Maybe another person outside of the marriage, whoever this is. Or this would be the murderer worrying about the sex life, right? So we got somebody wash their hands on an African American, and that would be the murderer. Wash the hands on his or her hands on the African Americans, because it was two of them. So we have over here with the Armstrongs, they washed their hands on somebody, whoever it was. They was African American, but they washed their hands on somebody, whoever it was. They didn't want to round them. They didn't want to round them. They didn't want to deal with or whatever, somebody. It says right here with the parents, God telling both of them or one of them, he won't love you. Somebody won't love them or care. And for them not to lower their standards for whoever this is they washing their hands on. Anything like that. So we here with the murderer. The murderer didn't want to lower the murderer's standards. But God telling the murderer that he won't love you or she won't love you. So we have the parents over here. Needed to pick one. Maybe jobs or whatever they was doing. Relationships, jobs, partners, or what was going on here with this card. They had the look of confidence, right? So we have right here with the murder. If we take the murderer's direction of murder, I needed to pick one. And had the look of confidence. The murderer didn't want to pick one. The murderer wanted to kill both parents, not pick one. So we have right here, ducking wouldn't help the parents because this murderer was good and hot. This light green, you can't see it. Over here with the parents' direction, the parents was good and hot with somebody, and ducking wouldn't help somebody. Whoever it is they wash their hands on over here. Maybe somebody in business, I don't know. Somebody. So we have right here that you have a chance at love. So whoever the murderer is felt they had a chance at love, man or woman, because they're going to be in control. But over here with the Armstrongs, one of them felt they had a chance at love. And that is to turn down, I guess, any kind of advances from somebody outside of the marriage, or some kind of way that's going to break up, however it's flowing. So be it, dealing with a counselor, maybe they dealt with a lawyer, a counselor, anything like that. Or had to go to counseling or anything like that. So we had a murder over here with so be it. And they decided to do what they wanted to do, and that is murder the Armstrongs. They didn't need counseling. That was their counseling to get rid of them. That would be their solution. His, hers, or whoever this was, the murderer. Get what I'm saying? So we had the Armstrongs had to seek what they was looking for, and freedom was calling for them, but will they answer freedom if they was looking for whatever outside of their marriage or whatever God talking about over here, because we got counseling. They might have had marriage problems or something going on there with the marriage. But over here with the murderer is going to seek what the murderer was looking for. And freedom was calling for the murderer. But will the murderer answer? So freedom for the murderer felt like freedom for the murderer would be to kill the parents of Andre. Of AJ. I'm so sorry, AJ. Okay, if all could pick greed, they would have no nonsense thinking. So over here with the parents, some kind of way, maybe they was they had business and all, but maybe they're still trying to get more and more jobs, more than one job, or whatever was going on with them. Over here with the murderer, maybe the murderer was trying to get money. Maybe the murderer was blackmailing somebody in the house or anything like that. Blackmail, maybe. So maybe the murderer needed some kind of housing, affordable housing, and decided the murderer wasn't going to tolerate AJ or his family anymore. Or maybe over here with the parents, they decided they weren't going to tolerate whoever this person is. Maybe somebody was blackmailing them. Who knows? Somebody who didn't have a place to live, who was struggling maybe. So we have right here that the murderer wanted jointness with a trailblazer. Follow me? Might wanted jointness with AJ or with one of the parents, whichever one. So we put this over here with the parents. The parents, one of the parents wanted jointness with the other parent because I see the counseling card, so they might have been working on their marriage or something was going on with their marriage because it was charred feelings maybe, where they had to fix things in their marriage maybe, or they had charred feelings and they need to fix things as far as somebody they had to wash their hands on, whoever that person would be. Or over here with the murderer, it was charred feelings that was burnt up, that was destroyed between whoever this is and the parents. Okay, here we have right here that the smoke, the parents didn't want any smoke out of whoever. They didn't want no fussing, no problems out of somebody who they had, who they was in a fuss with or whatever this is. Maybe at work or whatever. Maybe at some building or wherever they might have worked at. So we got the house right here. So parents might needed to check their smoke detectors or check their smoke detectors lately or anything like that. So we have right here that whoever the murderer is might have came in and checked the house some kind of way. Here's a house, checked the house. They didn't want any smoke. Maybe they was detecting the sea, doing some checking around the house, detecting the sea, just what the house was like. Check. Maybe we're going to go with their security system because we was dealing with their security system, right? That wasn't working good. Check the security system. Check the detector, the smoke detector. Check the security system in the house. Follow me? They didn't want any. They didn't want any smoke. They didn't want the parents to wake up. So they didn't need that to go off because they didn't want the parents to wake up. They wanted to be able to do what they wanted to do in the house. Because whoever had bad blood with the parents. So we have right here that this person was going through somber pain who murdered the parents, and it was a sure thing, and the parents was going through somber pain, at least one of them, with somebody. Okay, limits are sky high for the parents. And on a Monday or Saturday or whatever day, they was going to be making some stuff happen. But whoever this murderer is felt like limits were sky high for this person. So on a Monday or Saturday or whatever day, this person was going to do what this person wanted to do. And maybe that was the murder of the parents. Okay, so it says it was a carbon copy for the parents of something they went through before. Esha, maybe with an employee, each other, or whatever. I don't know, or ex-person or whatever they connected with over here. But over here with the murderer, it was a carbon copy of an Esha. Follow me? They felt like with the parents because that's who they seem like they're going after. Okay, we got the murderer that's out of control right here. Charging to the account. Some kind of way the murderer did something as far as charging to the account. Did something as far as the parents, as far as charging to the account. They did something, whatever they did. I don't know. I don't know what they did. But over here, maybe with the parents, some kind of way, they wanted the parents charge something, or the other one did charging of something. Or somebody. Okay, we have in a reasonable voice, one of the parents was going to talk maybe to somebody they're having problems with, in a reasonable voice that's suitable for them. Or we got the murderer over here. In a reasonable voice, the murderer was going to do what was suitable for the murderer, and that was say whatever it was to say. But the murderer wasn't saying anything at the time. Not upstairs to the parents, maybe to AJ downstairs. I don't know. That's why I say AJ knows who this person is, because no one leaves nobody standing alive after they murdered someone. They don't leave somebody standing there. Wait a minute. Let me just check. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Phone call came. Okay, so we have right here that as far as the parents, maybe they was dealing with work or anything like that, where they was picking certain people, or people was picking certain people, maybe jobs, anything like that. When you picking certain types of people, anything like that. And this also will go with court because they pick certain kind of jurors, certain kind of people. Let's just flow. So we have right, so over here with the murderer was picking certain kind of people for whatever reason, I guess. Because the person had set who the person was going to murder. So we have right here, if this goes with the parents over here, they had to have faith over all. Because they need a Jesus miracle. Follow me over here. As far as business, if any kind of business was going on or anything like that. But they needed a Jesus miracle because they was asleep. So they didn't even know they weren't going to wake up again. So that's a Jesus miracle. Because they didn't even know they wasn't going to wake up. So that would require a Jesus miracle. because Jesus' miracles they are impossible for mere man. Follow me? Over here with this murderer had faith over all. This murderer had faith over all. And this murderer wanted to make sure that the Armstrongs didn't have a Jesus miracle. Because if I'm not mistaken, it was said that they were shot in the head, close range. You meant for them not to have a Jesus miracle. You wanted it to be where it was no way out for them, where it was impossible. You was determined. You was desperate. So we have right here, over here with the Armstrongs, one of them needed to incorporate self-love and challenge it. Follow me? Or over here with the murderer, you needed to learn how to challenge it, self-love. Because when you only love yourself, you don't value anyone else's life. Because you don't love yourself. So we have right here, over here with the Armstrongs, one of them was dealing with a cat catcher, a man that can get a lot of ladies, or somebody at work that can draw in a lot of ladies, or Mr. Armstrong is the cat catcher with drain energy, older, but he can get a lot of ladies. If he wanted a lot of ladies, he could draw them in. Anything like that? Or one of them was dealing with somebody like that at work, or in personal life or whatever. Follow me? A man who could get a lot of ladies. Get what I'm saying? So over here, this murderer was dealing with a cat catcher, a man, a person who can get a lot of ladies. Follow? So we have that it was evidence. Evidence showed the Armstrongs that they was going to keep picking themselves off of the floor if they didn't break away from something. Break away, go to counseling for their own relationship, leave any excess they got in the past, or something as far as their work life, straighten that out with somebody at work or whatever. They needed to change up something. Follow me? Over here with this murderer, evidence shows this person was going to keep picking this person off the floor. If this person didn't change this person's ways, but this person felt like this person going to solve their problem by killing the parents of AJ, because they felt like the parents was their problem some kind of way. Unless they wanted revenge. I'm trying to see with this person over here. Somebody was sadistic, that the Armstrongs was dealing with, whoever it was, somebody. Even if it was one of them, some kind of way, or out at work, or love interest outside of the marriage, whoever it is, somebody was sadistic, somebody was dealing with over their side. But over here, we have the murderer that's sadistic, because the murderer needs soul support. You shot both of these people while they was asleep, gave them no chance of a miracle. You had no compassion. You are sadistic. Okay, we have over here with the couple, somebody was fixated on their sexuality, some kind of way, whoever it was. Follow me? And over here with the murderer was fixated on somebody's sexuality or somebody on the murderers. Follow me? So we have right here, she reeling in the cash. So either Mrs. Armstrong was reeling in the cash, some kind of cash, like a church mouse, reeling in the cash, making money, something like that. Or over here, she reeling in the cash like a church mouse. The murderer. Follow me? So we have right here, every day wasn't a good day for the Armstrongs. They had a blank look on their face, and every day is not a good day for the murderer. Follow me? There's a blank look on the face of the murderer, because we got a murderer out there that killed 2 people, took their lives away, and they just sitting living their lives like peaches and cream, like everything fine. But that is not acceptable to God. You are going to pay You are going to get your spiritual justice, and by law, you need to get your lawly justice. Okay? I don't know if that's a word. I just came up with it, huh? Lawly justice. You get what I'm saying. Okay? Over here with the Armstrongs, they was planting their business or whatever they had going on. But some kind of way somebody was groggy. They was dealing with somebody groggy, or they was groggy, however it is. So we have the murderer was planting a murderer's vision, and that was to murder them. But their vision was to do something as far as work or whatever they was doing, and one of them was groggy some kind of way, or somebody they was dealing with. But when it come down to the murderer over here, the murderer was planting the murderer's vision, and that would be to murder them. Get what I'm saying? And the murderer was groggy. Get what I'm saying? So the next card is they were soaring for wealth over here. The Armstrongs, business, work. Follow me? Over here with the murderer. The murderer wanted wealth and wanted to soar. Follow me? So we have a Libra or a Virgo. The person could be a Libra or a Virgo. One of them could be a Libra or a Virgo. One of the Armstrongs, even out to that son, AJ, or the murderer could be a Libra or a Virgo, or act like it. Follow me? Or could be an air sign or an earth sign. Follow me? Okay, so we have right here the mindset of the Libra and the mindset of a Virgo. So the Virgo is like a business-minded person, and the Libra is a more balanced kind of person. So we have over here, I feel, with the Armstrongs, they had this kind of mindset. Business-minded and balanced as far as making their things work out. Follow me? As far as what this murderer is, maybe the murderer needed to get a balanced mind and be business-minded. Was lacking. Follow me? So we have right here that my thoughts count. Maybe one of the parents to the other, or to some employee, or to some person they know outside of the relationship, or whatever this is. Why won't you say no to being molded? One of the parents to the other, somebody outside of the relationship, or somebody at work, or whoever they was dealing with, or this murderer. Why won't you say no to being molded? My thoughts count. The murderer, I feel the murderer's thoughts count. And then the last one. We have that back then that one of the parents was going to be in front of a judge, reside in front of a judge, and get all tensed up. If not one of the parents, somebody the parents was dealing with some kind of way. Whoever it is, love interest, business partner, or one of them in general. Or we dealing with the murderer over here. The murderer going to reside in front of a judge. The murderer is getting in front of the judge and going to be tensed up. We actually going to get the murderer in front of the judge. Okay, let's just see. So this was about the parents, and anything as far as the parents. So I really don't see where the parents really got a bunch of enemies or nothing. It don't seem like they had no enemies. I don't see that they have enemies. Okay, so let's just see, universe. See how much you want here. Okay, I'm gonna do another one.